Welcome back to Scoreline. My name is Robinson Okenya. First part of the show, we were talking about May 7th. That will be taking place on the 29th of this month at the RFUA grounds here in Nairobi. And this part of the show, I want us to shift gears. We get into UEFA Euro 2024 action. But before that, let's just get to some rugby action. Now, Samuel Asati has been one of the most impressive performers for the nationals men's sevens team, Shujaa. Ivy Terry had a chance of speaking to him on his journey, how he got into rugby, and what he hopes to do at the Olympics. Let's take a look.
Rising through the youth system to now become a first choice of scrum half for the country. Take me through that journey.
I started my rugby at age grade rugby in primary school. So having come through the ranks from age grade to senior side, it really shows the progression and development in the country. And I've played for almost all the levels in the country, from national under 16, under 20, and both senior sides, Kenya 15s and Kenya 7s. That really shows the development that will come in as we feature in mentoring the young kids.
Also, just speak to us about the targets in the upcoming tournaments. Let's start with Africa Sevens and also Olympics. How are you preparing as an individual and also as a team?
First, our focus is in the African Games, which will play next weekend. And we are really we have a new squad. The boys who had been in the squad rejoined us in the squad, and we've really been training with them so hard to make sure they match with the fitness and the development so as they can represent well in the African Games. And to the Olympics, we qualified to the Olympics not just to go and participate, but to show whatever we have to offer in the largest sporting pinnacle event in the world. So we are preparing really well to go compete in the Olympics.
Your podcast.
Yeah. My podcast.
How is it coming along?
It's the Rogue TV podcast. It's a podcast that shows life outside rugby competition. That's in training, what happens after games. So that's generally what we talk for and have fun.
How is that coming along?
The podcast is really helping us bond within the team. Having to share whatever happened during the camps, and in camps things come along and become more monotonous. So having the podcast to discuss whatever that happened breaks the monotony.
Talk to us also about your part-time work. You are a coach. You are a coach. You coach young kids. How is that? And does that underpin your love for rugby?
Coaching the young kids, that is what I do to give back to the society. That's where I came from, coming from the early days. Back then in 2010 and 2012, I was playing in the age grade rugby. So coaching the kids shows I'm giving back to the society, and we'll make sure that there's another Asati coming from the young kids.
Medaling at the Olympics, what will that mean for the team?
First, being in the Olympics, it's the greatest achievement. As I said earlier, Olympics is the highest sporting pinnacle event in the world. So anyone participating in the Olympics has had one tick ahead of the rest. So it means a lot to the whole larger squad, as we only have 2 Olympians in the squad. So us coming as a new team and playing in the Olympics will mean quite a lot.
Let's speak about the tournament that is very, very near, the Africa Sevens. You are in Group A with Mauritius, Madagascar, Nigeria. How can you speak about the group? Are you guys scared? Because you are training for 2 tournaments, Africa Sevens and Olympic.
We are not scared, as I believe the boys will be quite well prepared as they head to the African Games. And unlike Uganda, which will have a team come from another tournament to go play in the African Games, we have 2 schools participating, one in the African Games and the other in the Olympics. So that shows our depth, and I have the trust in the boys.
Thank you so much for joining us, and I wish you all the best.
Asante sana.
Asante. Well, you've heard it from one of the finest scrum halves we have in the country, Samuel Asati. He plays for Kenya Sevens. He will be leaving the country over the weekend to go and represent Kenya in the Africa Sevens tournament, as well as also the Olympics next month. All we can do is wish him all the best. From me, Ivy Terry, it's back to you in studio.
Thank you very much, Ivy Terry, who spoke to Samuel Asati on his journey in rugby and, of course, what he's looking forward to at the Olympics. So let's shift gears.